Hey, Frank Ahearn, privacy consultant, author, New York Times bestseller, How to Disappear, and blackmail expert. So I want to talk about blackmail and focusing. One of the problems in blackmail is victims become myopic and they focus on not being exposed. Now, that's important, okay, but it's not everything. The other problem is victims will contact other companies who say they help and they'll get them out of the blackmail. And what those companies do is they have you focus on the problem. I'm gonna get exposed, I'm gonna lose my job, my wife's gonna leave me, my husband's gonna leave me. And they focus on all the horrible things that are gonna happen if exposed. Now, because you're being blackmailed doesn't mean you're necessarily gonna be exposed. It depends on the blackmail group, the individual, the circumstances, what's known about you. There are a lot of factors. So don't immediately think you're going to be exposed, okay? Think about and focus on the solution, solving your problem. Don't focus on the bad stuff, because when you focus on the bad stuff, it's just gonna muddle everything and you're not sure what to do. And next thing you know, you're being ripped off by some other company who's making you promises that they can't keep. So if you're a victim, slow down and say to yourself, what solves my problem? And what is, combating blackmail? What is fighting blackmail? It's not just running off to the first person who can help you and, laying out a bunch of cash, okay? Blackmail is about three things. It's protecting your identity, it's preventing exposure, and it's getting rid of the blackmailer. If you don't do those three things, it's just not gonna get better. Okay? Because blackmail is not just about here and now. Blackmail is about 3 and 6 months from now. Because sure, you could back the blackmailer off today and, maybe they disappear for, a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. But, there you are, 3 months from now, you're sitting at home at the barbecue and boom, guess who's calling? Guess who's texting? Guess who's reminding you? So when you're dealing with blackmail, you have to ask how this is going to solve my problem in 3 months from now. The other thing to ask is, how is this going to protect my identity? Because some companies claim that they could scare the blackmailer off by tracing them. Ain't happening. Some other companies claim that they'll send a cease and desist letter from a lawyer. You'd think a blackmailer cares about a cease and desist letter? I don't think so. What solves blackmail is combating it properly. It means, how do I protect my identity? Can I manipulate them into thinking I'm someone else? Can I manipulate them and get them off my current contact, my current mobile, email, whatever it may be? Can I convince them my wife's name is this or my husband's name is that? Can I convince them I don't work at such and such company, but I work at that company? Can I create a new fake digital self that they believe? The answer is yeah, you can, especially with my help. The other thing is preventing exposure. How do you do that? You stall, you promise, you beg, you want to explain to them that you need time, because time is key in blackmail. The more time you get, they focus on other people. And then getting rid of the blackmailer. How do you get rid of them? You get rid of them by getting them off of your social media, getting them off your mobile number, getting them off your identity. As I said, a fake identity. So, what is blackmail combating? It is focusing on the solution, not focusing on the despair. Because that's what the blackmailer does to you. They keep putting in your face, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. And if you're centered on that, that's all you think about. And those other companies out there, they're gonna say to you, if you don't use us, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this. Slow down, take your time, know what you're signing up for. And that's my story. My name is Frank Ahearn, and I am the blackmail expert.